Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the stream back up and running here, just trying to piece this thing together as I go. Hopefully things are a little bit better than they were as we logged off. I can already tell it's a little bit better, and the first free throw here at the free throw line is Riker Scott, by the way, who now has 6, had a bucket while we were gone. We're going to get some student body substitutions here for the Bobcats. And Scott hits again. I've got 7 now for him unofficially. Cash Coates hit a very deep 3 while we were gone. And I do have the scoreboard off, and Coates tries another. And this one's out of bounds. It's 58-24 right now with the clock running. And Zyshawn Key checking into the ball game for the Lumberjacks. Also out there with him is K-Fran Cantito and Isaias Lindsay and Ant Herrera and Coates, as we mentioned. Far side triple, no good. Key in the box score, gets the rebound. Drive baseline, Cantito, excuse me. Pass inside, thrown away. Bobcats come away with the steal. 3:41 to go. Bobcats lose it out of bounds. Brenner Coates to check in, as well as Chris Sorensen. A deep 3 by Coates, short. Bobcats come away with that rebound. Drive inside, traveling called on Quezada, tough call there. Again, fans, sorry for the issues there in the third quarter with the internet. Apparently shutting down, restarting can sometimes fix some things. Since then, things have been pretty good. Cash Coates has been pretty good off the bench, hits a floater off the glass. He's now got 8. It is Lumberjacks' debut. Coach Key very high on Cash Coates coming in as a freshman here. I'm not going to say a very specific comparison, as now as I say that, the internet wants to pick up some steam again and drop a couple frames here and there, but yeah, Coach Key really likes what Cash Coates can bring to the Lumberjacks, and his future looks pretty bright. I said that he's a guy that might end up challenging a few Lumberjacks in terms of their three-point production all time. Won't mention names. Coach tried another one, gets back on defense and bothers a transition opportunity there and comes away with a rebound, but travels after collecting it. And it's going to be K-Fran Cantito checking in for Cash Coates here. Aberdeen basketball clock still running with a minute 31 to go. Inbound goes to Gabe Matthews, hands off up top to Quezada. Matthews comes over to screen. And Quezada for 3, no. Brenner Coates rebounds it. Brenner Coates taking it up himself. Bounce pass, leave to Ant, and Ant can't hit it. And it's going to be out of bounds on the Bobcats. Kind of an in-between spot there for Ethan Knabe. And he was out of bounds and didn't establish inbounds. Was the first to touch it. Ant Herrera inbounds it. Sorensen for 3, no. Bobcats secure the board, push it up ahead. A 3 by Matthews, no good. Sorensen rebounds it with 40 seconds left. Outlet, pushing it up ahead. Ant finds Key, no good, and the bench was up. They wanted that one bad for Zyshawn. And it's going to be a foul on the floor against R.A. Long. Fans, stick around. We're going to have the post-game show here in just a little while as the clock is winding down. I'm hoping to have Coach Key come up and join me as the Lumberjacks fans go with the I Believe chant when they're up by 36. We're going to get a foul here. 2 shots coming. I don't know if they're going to let him actually shoot them here because the clock is about to run out. And they are going to let him shoot. The game will end. No more possessions. As it stands, it's 60-24, R.A. Long. Again, fans, come on back here in a little bit. We're going to interview. This is timeless free throws here, and they're both good by Jacob Quezada, and he finishes with 9 unofficially on my score sheets. And the final score will end up being 60-26. Lumberjacks pick up the win. They are now 1-0 on the season, and the Aberdeen Bobcats drop their opening contest. Last year, this game was a little bit higher scoring. It was 85-50 R.A. Long. It was 35-point win for the Jacks, and this year 34. So kind of right on the same par as they were, but a lot of room to grow here for both teams. In game number 1, a long way to go in this one. Again, your final 60-26. Expecting to be joined by Coach Key here at some point as we're going to start the Cowlitz PUD post-game show. I'm going to try to get down and snap a picture of the scorebook if possible so I can verify everything. But appreciate everybody coming on out and supporting the live stream. Apologies for the technical difficulties. So far, things have been pretty good since we restarted, but yeah, kind of just the way it goes sometimes. R.A. Long really came out and started slow in this one, but that was the theme last year. The defense is what they've normally leaned on in the past, and it's no different here tonight, only allowing 26 in the win over the Bobcats. It was 15-5 at the end of the first, and then the Jacks just poured it on offensively. They outscored the Bobcats 29-5 in the second period. That was really the difference in the ball game. Aberdeen really could never find their footing after that. Unofficial scoring here, Josh Crane, 19 on my book, and Cam Newsom with 11. Landon Irwin, Cash Coates with 8. Landon Irwin with 6. Brenner Coates with 1. Ethan Pitsley with 2. Jeff Rookledge with 5. And Kefron Cantito with 2. And there's your total. Herrera with 5. Your total scoring there by the Lumberjacks in the win. Again, unofficially on those score numbers, definitely incorrect. I'm going to set up a second headset in case Coach Key can come up here and join me, and we'll talk a little bit about the victory and what we can maybe expect from his Lumberjacks night in and night out this year as they are going to try to repeat. Bobby says, great job. Wow, Bobby, I appreciate that. But just continuing to have the issues here and there, So give me a second, guys. I'm going to get another headset hooked up. All right. Well, I'm back here, folks. Yeah, my other headsets aren't working either. Just a tough night here overall. Can't seem to get a signal on either one of the two backups that I brought. So, yeah, it's just the way it is. With that said, we got to name a player of the game. And I have to tell Coach Key that I unfortunately won't be able to do an interview with him. And he'll probably let me know how unprofessional I am. But he'll probably also say, no, I'm just playing. So, yeah, I mean, R.A. Long wins this one here tonight in spectacular fashion, 60-26. But, you know, a lot of things that I think that they could work on in terms of getting into a rhythm a little bit quicker. But it's just game number one of the season. Ultimately, the defense led to a lot of easy buckets there, especially in that second quarter. But a lot of work to be done here for both of these teams going forward. We'll recap the scoring one more time. First for Aberdeen, I got Jacob Quezada with 9 and Riker Scott with 7, Isaiah Garcia with 5, Justin Howard with 4, and Ryder Creamer with a single at the free throw line. And for the Lumberjacks, Josh Crane 19, Cam Newsom 11, and Cash Coates with 8, Landon Irwin with 6, Jeff Rookledge and Ant Herrera each with 5, and Kayfron Cantito with 2, Ethan Pitsley with 2, Brenner Coates with 1. 60 total for the Lumberjacks here tonight in the win. Our player of the game tonight is going to be Josh Crane with 19 and a couple of dunks. Did a great job rebounding the basketball as well. But a total team effort here tonight for the Lumberjacks. They had 9 different players score the basketball. And anytime that you've got some options like that where you can spread it around, you can't key on any one guy. Anybody could go for 10, 15 any one given night. That's what we're usually used to hearing there from the Lumberjacks. And, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season to see how they end up progressing. You know, that's kind of the word that I would just use to describe where they're going to end up go. I think they're going to get better as the season goes on, just like everybody else will. Nobody's the best version of themselves in game number 1. A lot of winnable games for the Jacks on the schedule this year, and they're going to get plenty of competition from the likes of Columbia River and Mark Morris, Ridgefield, Washougal, Woodland, figuring to be some pretty tough competition this year in league. And then, of course, we all know what the state level offers after a season ago. So we got a lot more basketball in the upcoming days. We're going to be over at Kelso on Friday for a boys-girls doubleheader, so hopefully I can come away with some working headsets. And, yeah, get this ship back onto the ocean and hopefully have some smooth sailing from here on out. But that's going to wrap things up here, guys. I'm not going to be able to go any further, and was looking forward to having Coach Key on the post-game show. But unfortunately, we'll have to reschedule that for a later date. So appreciate everybody who watched the live stream here tonight and all the contributions that we receive. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back Friday at Mark Morris and Kelso at Kelso High School. It's a girls-boys varsity doubleheader from K-Town. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media and R.A. Long and Aberdeen Athletics saying so long. Final score, R.A. Long 60, Aberdeen